Esther Voght and squashed Shawasashki Yatko and Malahita Kochaguan and she eat them Ida Voght at William Voght and Spapapa late William Voght at Shani Voght.
And squashed Art Sam. My Nlaka'pamux name is Deishta. As in Skatza, as in Skigla, Willie and Josephine Sam. And Spapla at in Skigla, Kapopa at Janachatko. And Spapla at in Kala, and my Skatza, Nlaka'pamux, Teresa, Squest. Again, to where to no way just start to Lackwood.
I like picking berries, gathering medicines, and hunting. I used to go hunting and trapping a long time ago when we were kids. And we used to go out and camp out, and that was really good because camp for about 10 days, 12 days, all depends how long it takes us to fill our baskets. That was good. And that was, now we still do it. We do the same thing. We don't go camping out no more, but we still go hunting and berry picking. I'm out of trapping anymore, so it's just picking berries, fishing, hunting. And that's what we usually do all year round is our, because we don't do anything else. It's just, and that's it.
Joe, om de stak om de koe, de taltala, them. It's medicine. We go through the old traditional ways, and we go hunting when we need to meet. We don't go through a Shama way. We just, when we're out of meat, we go. We go fishing when it's time to fish. And in the fall time, we go salmon fishing, trout fishing. In the fall time and the winter time, we go to the lake. Sometimes we catch spakalich. And our other hobbies, we just like to drive in the bush, just to be in the bush. And it's a nice, quiet way to spend hustle and bustle, get away from all the hustle and bustle. Sometimes a house, sometimes too much in town, you know. Out in the open is the best. Like our grandfather says, you go out there, clear your mind. That's the best way to do it, in the bush. Now we have all kinds of roads to go. Before it was just saddle horse. Hey, like
Not that I know of.
I dream. And I see, you know, my brother talks to me, you know, and he's gone, he's passed on, you know, and he comes around. Yeah, and it's funny, you know, sometimes it's bad dreams, you know. Yeah, there's lots of bad publicity, on TV, eh? All the things going on in the world, It's no good for us. Yeah. And that comes to me in my dreams sometimes. Yeah. Mostly good, so, good times.
Well, I guess like introducing yourself to elders, and try and use your native names, and who's your family, where you came from, your families. Like my family were from Coldwater. Like it's a little further down from Coldwater, eh? It's on the other side of the mountain. They call it Indian Meadows. Now they call it Meadows Creek. Their native language on it is Nlaka'pamux. Never hear it very often, so I gotta think there. But that's what they called it long when we were kids. Nlaka'pamux, and that's where we grew up. So I know a lot of times that I try to talk to my great grandchildren, and they don't like to hear it, but I notice when they're going to the school and they're learning a little bit, they have a little fun with it, eh? So it's good, like their names. Like yesterday, my granddaughter was asking me, "What's my Indian name?" He said, "If I don't have one," he said, "they want to give me one, but her name is Haley, and so her mom calls her Hay." So I told her, "Shiakam, little Hay, Hay." And she says Hay, it's Shiakam. So I call her Little Hay. Shiakam. So I told her, "That's your Indian name." So she looks at me, she says, "What is it?" I said, "It's Hay." I said, "Short Hay." And that's the way she is short. Yakum. So I like the way they're teaching now, is the kids are learning their words on some of the language, like hands and nose and fingers and how to count. So I know I try to help on it, and he tries to help on it. We're both trying, but they don't seem to want to listen to us, but they're listening to the teachers, and that's good. That's what I like about our language, is some of it is coming back, because we were losing it. I know my mom and dad used to always speak to us on their language. That's all we spoke until I was about 10, I guess. So we used to come down to our cousins, and they would talk English, and we'd talk Thompson. And somehow we managed to communicate. So that was how I learned how to speak English, because of my cousin's son. That was good.
And Joe, go to gatherings, you meet people, other elders from other communities. I like to introduce myself and who my parents and my grandparents are, and they seem, there's a connection there somewhere down the road there, and people are always related from other reserves. Some don't know it from being in the residential schools. They forget their language. I talked to some of them, and they said they lost it. I was fortunate. I had parents that talked to me, in my language, and some of my people lost it, and they're trying hard to get it back, and I like the kids learning. They don't seem to, you don't notice, but they're learning in school. like Esther saying, her granddaughter asking questions already about name. You know, nowadays they have a little ceremony for if you want to give an Indian name to your daughter or granddaughter or son, you know, they have a ceremony, which is good practice. But when I was born, my dad says, your Shema name will be Artsan, and this is your Indian name, Daiched, after my great uncle. He passed on years ago, and that's how I got my name. And I asked my cousin, Tsalmanjut, what does it mean? And he told me what it means. And he even spelled it out for me. And when I went to school, I didn't know one word of English till I was about 7 or 8. Then I learned English. And when I was about 7 or 8, I used to remember playing. I never seen toys before, but there was a bunch of toys in a corner in this classroom. And one day I kind of woke up, I guess. And I seen my sister and says, what are you doing? It just came out fluently, Shema. She said, I'm doing math. They didn't call it math them days, they called it arithmetic. And they keep changing names over the years. But I sure like to see our language come back. There's some good teachers out there. Even NVIT's got some good teachers here. And even going to gatherings, young people come and go, you know, they probably catch on. They're smart nowadays. If they can do that little thing on whatever they call that thing here, they can they can learn anything. That's the way I see it, eh? You know, I like to commend our parents, you know, and our grandparents for speaking to us in our language. And I never forget it. Esther don't forget it, you know. They talk Nlaka'kapmuxcin to us the day we were born. Then after a while, you know, we didn't know one word of English. I never went to town till I was when I went to school. Then I seen this little old lady there, had white outfit on, had white hair. And that was the first white woman I ever seen when I went to a residential school. And she talked to me and I didn't understand her at all. So I commend my parents and my grandparents, both sides of my family. And I'm going to take up that genealogy program, you know, to learn where we're connected from one band to the other, you know. And our tree is getting bigger. Everybody's tree is getting bigger. Marriage, intermarriage, you know. Kids going off. See, my buddy, he has a daughter in Ireland. He got married in Ireland. And part of the trees over there, you know. Yeah. And some of our people that went to war or stayed over back in Europe, they have children over there. And that's part of our family. Her grandfather come from Europe, and she has family over there we don't know of yet, eh?
Germany.
German.
Still got cousins down there. my dad's father.
It's good to be here, you know, to pass on some of our whatever we think we need to pass on, and I hope they learn a good, you know, the language. Language is important. Being a good person is very important too. And there's lots of them out there. Lots of them going on out there right now.
Yeah, I had the stew up.
Yeah, good work. This is good work.
Hey,
Yeah.
can dapash mamit.
Thank you.
How much?